you're only going to be stopped by the ceiling you put above yourself, and I just don't believe in ceilings.
I was good, but I wasn't the top. There was always one or two guys that were a step ahead of everyone else. By 18, I had one really good summer. I ended up winning the national championships. Became #1 in the country. I always said, I want to go to the States. Other programs might have been more successful tennis-wise than Holy Cross at the time, but something stuck out about here.
I was selling something that didn't exist. We weren't a team that won championships before this class came.
He was on vacation, I think, to Disney, and at like 3 a.m. he went out of the room to take my call.
For me, what stood out was his academics right off the bat. So forget the fact that he was the Irish national champion. Like, okay, we have literally the top academic student in Ireland, and we have a chance to get this young man.
He put so much trust into me without actually knowing me. I remember I had my graduation party that I was meeting everyone in my school year for the last time. I felt like the start of something really cool. It was on top of the world, really. And then I played a Gaelic football match. About 20 minutes into the game, a big figure comes out of the corner of my eye and completely smashes into me, and then seconds later I'm lying on the floor with my leg kind of hanging off. My dad came running onto the pitch. He knew instantly that my leg was broken. All these kind of things rush into your head. Maybe that's my tennis career done. I went into surgery that night. They put a rod in and they said 5 or 6 months you should be full weight bearing and back to sports. I've heard horror stories of people signing to play for a team and then coach just cuts all the scholarship money. I never really got even the slight of impression that would happen with coach.
I didn't have this feeling of devastation, and I certainly didn't have this feeling of like, oh no, I put this money in this kid or something like that, because that was not the point from the beginning.
I got a few different opinions, and it was decided that I'd have a tailor spatial frame.
When Hugh came, I was like, okay, well he'll be able to play the fall. Oh, he'll be able to play the next semester. But that just kept going, right? And then eventually it was like, okay, maybe we're not getting there.
I went up to Dublin. I think it was the day before my 21st birthday, and I ended up going into surgery, and I was on the operating table for 7 hours. I came out and I knew something was wrong, like almost immediately. My foot wouldn't come up. It turns out one of the pins of the frame had stuck into my common peroneal nerve, which controls the foot and ankle, so it completely destroyed the nerve, and I had foot drop. I was pretty much just checked out. I was so tired of it, and decided to write down what I was feeling anyway, just to kind of tell someone. At that point I was kind of saying, if life is like this, I really don't want to be here. I had dreams of, having a successful tennis career, and that was pretty much vanished. I just wanted to have a normal leg and just being able to walk without pain. I was walking around on crutches one day, and Brother Joe McTaggart kind of just came out of nowhere, and then he said to me, has God ever abandoned you? And that question kind of hit me at first, and I didn't really know what to say. He talked about the parable of the drowning man. He said, God's not going to come in and save your leg magically, but he's never going to abandon you. I just felt really, really at ease with these professors, and they just felt like I was seen.
To be able to withstand 3 years of rehab, it's insane. Like, nobody does that.
There was definitely times I thought, maybe I should just start again in Ireland, because I could have, but I always felt like there was a place for me here, and there was always that little glimmer of hope in me that I could get back on the court. I really wanted to prove people wrong. My first match was University of Chicago. I had imagined this moment for years, had dreams of that moment when you return.
It was senior Hugh O'Sullivan's first singles action in nearly 4 years.
It felt surreal, really, just being able to compete after all those years. And
I couldn't handle it. It was unbelievable. You're just like, what's happening? And then he wins the first point. I remember I took a video. I think I sent it to his parents. It was emotional because you knew what he went through, Was it surprising? It wasn't remotely, because it's Hugh. So the question is now what does he do with the rest of his life? Because he's done this. For me, that's crazy exciting to figure out. And hopefully with the values Holy Cross taught him, it'll be for really good things.
The 4 years have gone, and I look back and I look at the friendships I've made and the people I've met, and I really couldn't be more grateful. Leaving will be sad, but I hold these memories and I will hold them forever.